Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, I am doing a twin flame reading. So this is a twin flame reading and energy updates. We are going to be channeling into the energy of both the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Do keep in mind these labels, masculine and feminine, for the purpose of this reading, are just labels for energy. So they are not tied to any particular gender or sexuality. So take the messages as they connect with you personally. Now, with that being said, I am going to begin by shuffling the Energy Oracle cards deck, and right as I was starting the shuffling process, the cards Victory uprights and Communication uprights. I'm hearing something about a breakthrough when it comes to either communication in this connection or in regards to someone's throat chakra energy. I'm definitely sensing that for someone listening, this could be a divine feminine having a breakthrough in regards to her own throat chakra energy. So this could be in connection with how she shares her voice with others, with the world, or how she more deeply hears and listens to her own intuition. Because that's the beautiful thing with this throat chakra energy, is it doesn't just connect to how we communicate ourselves to the world, but how we are capable also of feeling, sensing, hearing our own inner communication, that communication with ourselves through the medium that we sometimes call our intuition. I'm hearing heightened intuition. This has been a continuing message through these readings, but many divine feminines are experiencing an opening of their spiritual gifts through the portal of this intuition, becoming more strongly connected with that intuitive voice within themselves. However, I did say that for some, this could resonate also as a literal breakthrough in communication with a particular person in your life. This may even literally be within a twin flame situation. And 3 cards came out here. Okay, so this breakthrough in communication, I feel, is connected with a situation of a delayed reunion or reconnection, because we have that happy family card, which typically represents a reunion, but it's showing up here in the reverse position. The number 444 may also be significant to someone, as well as 4 in terms of a period of time. 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months, 4 years. Take it as it connects with you. With the 7th chakra, the crown chakra, in the reverse position, and now adjacent possibilities reversed. Wow. So I'm picking up that this is a breakthrough in communication happening within a highly spiritual connection. So for whoever this is for, this is going to be a connection that is either a very high-level romantic soulmate situation or a twin flame connection. We also have the community card reversed here, so I feel that someone here has felt very shut out recently in this connection, left out in the cold, perceiving the other here as being very guarded, as well as there being this delayed reunion situation. Now, I feel that this delayed reunion could have been caused on either side. So this could be the person that is guarded, preventing this reconnection, but I more strongly feel that it was the other person in this situation, that the reason someone here has become guarded is because they felt let down. And with community reversed, it's this feeling of I felt alone when we were together. I felt alone when I was with you or connecting with you more in the physical world, because something got very turned around, very out of sorts within this divine connection, because the crown chakra here does signify that this is a spiritual connection, but do keep in mind this card is reversed. So it does tell me that something got very, I'm hearing, off track between the two of you in this situation. However, someone here with adjacent possibilities reversed, I feel that someone here, potentially the person that's feeling very shut out now, is coming to the realization that there is no other option for them besides the other, besides this connection, regardless of whether there is a separation or disconnect. I'm seeing, by the way, Leo energy for someone, or this could indicate Leo season coming up fairly soon, in which there could be some breakthrough around communication or something shifting in a powerful way in this connection. But again, this could be Leo energy in someone's birth chart as well. I'm also getting Sagittarius for someone also. Lots of fire sign energy. This could also resemble a lot of fiery energy. I'm hearing a connection that once felt dead or once felt as though it was dormant has felt recently as though it's been reignited. I'm getting for at least one person. For some reason, I'm hearing reignited on one side. So one person here who may have seemed cold or distant or withdrawn, all of a sudden I see within their own energy or within their own mind, them suddenly having this rekindling of passion, of, again, this very fiery energy for the other. But I'm not picking up on how the other person here feels about this. So the other person in this situation, which I feel is the one who is more guarded at this time, actually could still be feeling that bit of disconnect emotionally because of the way in which they felt disappointed, let down, or again, were made to feel literally alone within this connection. Yeah, there's something here for this person who's guarded at this time. It's like waiting for something a really long time and then finally just choosing to let go or to move forward with their life in some way, to, with solar plexus chakra upright, to really begin focusing on themselves, their own self-confidence, their own self-worth. This has been another continuing message through these readings, especially on the side of the divine feminine. Although, of course, take these messages as they connect with you personally. Yeah, appreciation. I'm hearing someone here say, if you or if someone externally isn't going to offer me the appreciation that I deserve, I'm going to learn to offer that appreciation to myself, to bask in my own self-love, to build my confidence. There's something very specific for someone here. Specifically, I'm picking up on a divine feminine who may be working on her physical self-image in some way. So for some divine feminines, this could be focusing on building her sense of self-worth within herself, physically feeling more confident in her body, in her own skin. This also could be more literal. So this could speak to some divine feminines literally focusing on moving their body in different ways, nourishing themselves in different ways. Deceit in the reverse position, truth being revealed. I feel that for this divine feminine, this could simply speak again to that very strong third eye chakra and throat chakra energy. I also see a lot of transference between the third eye chakra and the throat chakra at this time, particularly for the divine feminine. And what this means is that you, divine feminine, are both going to be really in touch with spiritual truth and with your own inner voice, as well as desiring to apply that truth, to express that truth in some way. Now, for some, this could show up as feeling really creatively inspired and then wanting to take some kind of action on that inspiration. there's something about this really pushing you either to say something, to speak your truth about something, to express yourself more authentically, which in a sense is speaking your truth without words, just really showing your true self authentically. But this could also speak to you using creative gifts, passions, expressing yourself in that more creative type of way. But there's an energy here of the truth being revealed and no longer being able to, with action reversed, sit in that space or tolerate that space of inaction, whether that's within yourself, within your own life, dreams, goals that you may have doubted yourself on in the past, not taken action on in the past, or whether this speaks to your relationships, your connections. I feel that from the Divine Feminine, I'm really sensing this unwillingness to tolerate inaction, especially when it comes to love and romance and these types of connections. I'm hearing demanding action, demanding movement forward with an open heart, with the fourth chakra, the heart chakra, coming out here in the upright position. I felt a lot of major heart openings, awakenings, activations taking place within the Twin Flame Collective especially. And I feel that specifically some of this may manifest even as physical symptoms. So at times, Divine Feminine, you might have middle or upper back tension or pain or just different kinds of physical muscular sensations, because these parts of the back can be tied to the heart chakra sitting more so towards the front. But also, I'm getting that for some reason I'm hearing something about heart palpitations or heart racing sensations for someone. Now, do keep in mind, I always recommend consulting a medical professional first. I am not a medical professional, so always explore these symptoms with your doctor first. But if these things have no known medical cause, they could be energetically related specifically to these heart center, heart chakra shifts. And I do want to channel a little bit more into that. But first, I do want to let you know that I will be channeling more information on these breakthroughs in communication through the extended version of the reading, which is available in our Patreon community. So the link to the extended reading is in the pinned comments and description box under the video. And we will be channeling more messages coming through these breakthroughs in communication, both externally, so potentially between you and this other person, and or internally, so potentially what messages could be coming through these breakthroughs in communication with your higher self or guides. So again, the link to the extended reading is in the pinned comments and description. But for now, I do want to reshuffle the cards here and speak to this heart chakra card. And right away, once again, the action card reversed came out. So what I'm getting is this contrast, because we have the heart chakra sitting with the root chakra. Now, the root chakra, of course, is the seat of groundedness, of stability. And what I see is this being not just what the Divine Feminine here desires, but actually is really demanding, not demanding in some kind of controlling or assertive way, but demanding in terms of energetically raising her standards and holding her grounds, speaking to the universe through her intentions. I am no longer open and available to a love that is not both open, heart-centered, and also grounded, rooted in something real and something lasting, tangible, and consistent. That is really what I feel from the Divine Feminine, and I'm hearing a long time coming. So for some Divine Feminines, it may feel as though this has been a long time coming, this decision to really hold your ground in love, to no longer, I'm hearing, lower your standards in love when it comes to something grounded, something stable, something consistent, simply because a connection carries a lot of spiritual energy. because that's what I'm getting from some divine feminines. There is this energy of having attracted highly spiritual soul connections into your life that may have been, in spite of being very spiritual and very intense, may have also been very ungrounded or closed through the heart center. And once again, there is this message that the divine feminine is now exuding through her newfound confidence and her newfound stabilized sense of self-worth. And that message says, again, I am no longer available from something that is not both grounded and heart-centered. With action in the reverse position, I see this speaking to what the divine feminine is moving away from. I'm hearing a lot of love, but stagnancy when it comes to the physical world. And I feel that for a long time, a card just flew out. Yeah, community in the upright position. I want to connect with like-minded souls, not just spiritually, not just energetically, but in a grounded, tangible way. I want to break back out into the physical world. I want to reconnect. That word reconnect is coming up so strongly. Some divine feminines may even find themselves reaching out to people from their past, and this could even be in a platonic sense. It doesn't even necessarily mean in a romantic sense, but I do feel that for many divine feminines, after a long period of solitude, after feeling as though they may have been in this kind of hermit mode for a long time, there is this desire to reconnect with other people in the physical, but specifically to not just reconnect with anyone, but also there is this exclusivity about their energy. There is this desire to connect with authentic, soul-centered, like-minded beings on this planet. And also with journey in the upright position, I'm sensing that some divine feminines may be feeling restless in their physical location, feeling the urge to potentially even travel or move. But if not to physically move or relocate, I see this also speaking to the fact that many divine feminines may simply have this urge to move forward with something in their life that has felt stuck, again with that action in reversed, for a very long time. And I feel that situation of stuckness, again, whether it was a career, a love situation, their twin flame situation, there is this energy of having a lot of love for this particular thing that was very stagnant, that was very stuck, but ultimately this desire for something more tangible, pulling them to move forward, either from this situation or to push this stagnant situation forward, again, if it's a work or a career or business related endeavor, regardless. And the card Door to Value in the reverse position came out here. Learning to go with the flow when it comes to the material world. I feel that I'm picking up on this energy of a divine feminine who has bought into some of the limiting beliefs of the planet, and potentially some of these beliefs could have been around really overexerting themselves, really overworking themselves in order to attain, to get, or to attract what they need. And what I'm really sensing here is that this could be related to, I feel, either a work situation, so related to finances or career, feeling the need to work to absolute burnout or really overextend in order to have their physical material needs met, and in the process feeling as though they were losing themselves or devaluing themselves in some way. But also, this could apply for some more so in terms of a love situation. If it is a love situation, this feels like a very dominant kind of relationship, meaning I feel this is someone that you either shared a lot of depth with spiritually at the soul level or shared a lot of history with in the physical world in this lifetime. And I feel that something within this connection, again, there was a lot of love, but a lot of stagnancy, and finally a desire to just move forward. A call for either this person to move forward with you or if not, the decision to move forward on your own or to gravitate towards some other form of love connection that again carries that energy of both the roots and the heart chakra, is both heart open, heart centered, but also very grounded. And there is this feeling of, I am no longer willing to devalue myself simply for the sake of staying patient in the upright position. I am not going to continue investing myself in this situation simply because there is so much history here with patience in the upright position. Again, this could be love related, or this could be anything, a friendship, a work situation. Take this as it resonates with you, Divine Feminine. But really what's being moved towards is a new foundation. A foundation in something that not only is tangible and grounded and supportive of you, Divine Feminine, and yes, know that that is available to you, whether that's something you've manifested in this area of your life or something that's coming in for you. Know that your love situation, your work, your finances can be both grounded, stable, consistent, but also can be extremely fulfilling, heart-centered, can be something that causes you to feel full of passion and enthusiasm and exhilaration. Again, take this as it connects with you, but I feel that coming through as a really strong message from your guides here. But I feel that what this requires of you, Divine Feminine, is the courage to allow that new foundation. For some reason, I keep hearing not being afraid to start over. So for someone, there could be something about this situation that feels like beginning at square one, that feels like starting over. Again, whether it's in a career situation where you may feel that the career calling you or the work calling you, you don't have as much experience or expertise in. This could be in life, starting over in a new place, environments, new friend circle. Or again, for most, I feel this will resonate in love, a feeling of starting over, whether that is starting at square one with the same person in the same connection, or whether that is allowing yourself to start over in love entirely, to attract in very high vibrational forms of soul connection that you might not even be aware of at this time. And right as I was delivering that message, if that is for you, you have to know that is available to you. That is within your reach with victory in the upright position. What a beautiful card to be getting right as I'm speaking about trusting the universe on this thing that is calling you even before you can fully see it. You will be victorious. You will have that breakthrough that you desire, but I feel it's calling you to a deeper level of trust here, and trusting specifically in yourself, in that inner voice, that intuition that has become so heightened at this time. And a card just flew out from the Starseed Oracle. Wow, I have chills all over. This card is activated earth, power places, ley lines, and the key phrase here, trust where you're led. Trust where you're led, Divine Feminine, because you are more intuitively connected, more in touch with your very powerful inner voice than at times you fully consciously realize. And part of this is because of the doubts that you've picked up from a society that would have you betraying or giving away your own power. It's time for you to step beyond that programming and into the highest, most activated, most embodied Divine Feminine version of yourself. Very powerful messages coming for you today, Divine Feminine. Yeah, door to spirit uprights. Doors are opening for you, but through your connection with your intuition that again is very heightened at this time. Now, in the extended version of this reading, Divine Feminine, I will be channeling more higher self and spirit guide messages for you at this time. So the link to the extended is, of course, in the pinned comments and description box under the video. But for now, I do want to channel into the divine masculine energy, since we've been speaking a lot to the Divine Feminine during this reading. So what is going on in the energy fields of the divine masculine? man holding a coin in the reverse position. And I'm actually going to read a little bit from the guidebook for this card also. You could be acting against your own best interests where money or health matters are concerned. You might not be fully conscious of what's really important. Could also be warning of a self-absorbed or dismissive man who may be out for his own advancements. Now, of course, I am not saying through that guidebook message that every divine masculine I'm picking up on here would be this so-called self-absorbed or dismissive person. This also could be speaking to a separate masculine energy who is around you, divine masculine. But really what I'm getting from this card is that many divine masculines have been struggling between their head and their hearts, struggling because, to their credit, just as the divine feminine has been programmed to give away her own power in many ways, divine masculines have been very heavily programmed by society to close off their hearts for the sake of material pursuits, to really push themselves when it comes to the material, the physical, to be so career oriented. For some reason, I wanted to say corporate. So some masculine here may work in some kind of corporate position. Also the state of California, and the word brother is coming out here. So a divine masculine could have a brother figure or a literal sibling around them who is having some kind of influence on them. I'm getting that in some cases, this could be the dismissive or self-absorbed person around this masculine. But again, that won't be for everyone. So only take it as it resonates. I'm hearing trying to fully awaken. I keep getting this image of like someone who is trying to shake themselves awake, someone who is trying to wake up, but finding it really difficult because something about the dream is so compelling. And of course, the dream in this case is the physical 3D reality all around us. Not to say, of course, that this reality isn't real, but simply that there is so much higher level spiritual truth overlaying that reality that many masculines have been blinded to, again, by a broken society that would have them shut down and close off their hearts. But I do see with Healer of the Ages and Victory Upright that at the same time, there is this very deep level shift taking place within this masculine. For some reason, I got the image of an earthquake happening in the ocean and causing this tsunami of change. And metaphorically, I feel that this speaks to the fact that right now, there's something happening within the surface, or I should say beneath the surface of this masculine energetically that may not be perceptible above the surface. So in spiritual terms, this could be a really deep level spiritual change that you're not actually yet fully seeing in the physical. But I see over time this bringing that tsunami of change for this masculine. I'm hearing after this change occurs, many things about this masculine and his life will appear to be entirely different, almost unrecognizable, but in very positive ways as he comes more into alignment of this highest version of himself he was always meant to be. And with door to personal healing and happiness in the upright position. This card has been coming out a lot lately, and it speaks to what I've been calling that individual healing happening for twin flames. And I say individual, which is kind of a strange word to use because, of course, there is no true individuality at the soul level. We are all connected with all other souls to some degree, but to our twin flame, we do share the same energetic frequency. So because of this entanglement at the quantum level, this does mean that when one twin begins to shift their energy, the other twin naturally begins to respond to it. And I see that shift happening within this masculine, but I feel with Blossoming Abundance reversed, a lot of it is happening through two things, because the solar plexus chakra card came out here as well. A lot of this change, this tsunami of change I was using as a metaphor for this masculine is actually happening through some kind of 3D emotional pain. So feeling as though they are losing something or something is falling through their fingers. Again, this could be a job, this could be a friendship, this could be their life in general. For some reason, I hear some masculines saying, I feel as though my life is falling apart. But for many masculines, I do feel this being in love, specifically, potentially even being their divine feminine counterpart, feeling as though she is slipping away or walking away in some sense. Feeling all of this admiration and love. And the feeling I'm getting from this masculine is someone who is terrified by the depth and amounts of love they are feeling. It's like I hear this masculine saying, I don't know what to do with this. What do I do with all of this emotion I am feeling about this situation, which again, for many of them is the divine feminine. With solar plexus chakra in the upright position, I said there were two things really catalyzing this tsunami of change for this masculine, and this is the second part of this equation. It is the solar plexus chakra shift that is really beginning to build momentum within the divine feminine as she continues this journey of self-love, of building her own self-confidence, of supporting herself spiritually, materially. The Sun card reversed, even if it means letting go of a new beginning or a movement forward in this love situation that she may have desired. I'm hearing letting go of what you thought you wanted to build a foundation for something that is truly what you need, what your soul needs, what feeds your soul, but also what you truly desire and what you truly deserve. Yeah, journey in the upright position. What's really also catalyzing this masculine to move, pushing him to move in his own life, to really begin this deep healing process within himself. I'm hearing self-accountability. So I could be picking up on a masculine here who has struggled with self-accountability in the past, struggled to reflect on his past actions and fully hold himself accountable for these actions. But now I feel that with this shift, this collective solar plexus chakra shift, and in many cases with the divine feminine and the journey card choosing to move forward with her life, with her relationships, with herself, whatever that means for her, that's really equally pushed the collective divine masculine to make those necessary changes and movements within himself and his own life as well, which many of these I feel are going to be mental and emotional changes. Yeah, and all of this is working together with the first chakra upright to build a new foundation. There's something here about starting over, building new foundations. Attachment in the upright position. Needing to start over, but being afraid. I feel that many divine masculines, it's like they're feeling that same energy of the feminine of needing to build a new foundation in something. Again, whether that's in work, career, in life, in love. But for this masculine, I feel more fear coming up here. I feel that it's taking more of a push because there's something that is holding him. There's fear of letting go of things that are already fully manifested in the physical world, things that, although they are not serving his highest version of himself, although they are not aligned with that highest version energetically, there is this familiarity, and therefore I feel this masculine deriving a sense of confidence from the familiar and being slower here than the divine feminine to tear those familiar things down for the purpose of building a new foundation that will actually lead to something fully aligned with them. It requires them to let go of the plans and the timelines they may have created initially with the strategy card reversed, and to face those attachments to the familiar that have been actually keeping them stuck in something that is, yes, familiar, but at the soul level, in the heart space, unwanted. Again, whether this is a karmic situation, a relationship, a job situation, a behavior pattern, there's a theme here of having been attached to the familiar, but this familiar thing actually acting against what they truly want at the soul level, and really being called to overcome their fears and have the courage to release the familiar and to follow the divine feminine in creating this new foundation and doing the deep level healing work required in order to create that new foundation. Man holding a heart upright and walking away in the reverse position. For some reason, I keep getting the image of a divine masculine like holding out his heart as the divine feminine is walking away. Now, of course, this will not necessarily resonate with everyone. Only take that image if it connects with you. But there's this feeling of, it's like as I see you walking away, and therefore as I sense this deep level energetic shift taking place, it is then that I realize how desperately I want to offer you my heart, is what I'm getting from this masculine. Yeah, there's something about being stuck, financial constraints upright, and the sun card reversed. It's like, I want to give you this new beginning that I know you asked of me and that we both desired. And yet there is this fear of not being enough for it, or not being capable of providing it. For some masculines, this could be related specifically to money or finances. So they could feel as though they want to be, from their human physical perspective, more of a provider, or be able to provide more materially for the divine feminine before offering this movement forward or new beginning. For others, this could be situations that have somehow been constricting them in some way. But the one thing that keeps coming out over and over with adjacent possibilities reversed is that message that this masculine feels very single-minded at the moment towards the divine feminine, very much like there can't be anyone or anything besides you. But at the same time, there's all of this fear. I feel him being terrified, even just admitting that, even just knowing that. So in the extended version of this reading, I will be channeling more messages from this divine masculine, why he is feeling so terrified, and what he would say if he were to fully release these fears, as well as some higher self-love messages, not just from the masculine, but also from the higher self of the divine feminine as well. So of course, the link to those additional messages is in the pinned comments and description box. The thinking man reversed. Release your ego, release your fears, divine masculines. I know there are many awakened divine masculines listening, and I am so grateful to all of you for being part of this community. You are a very, very powerful part of our space here on YouTube, and you are really leading the way, blazing the trail for many unawakened masculines on the planet. So know that you are seen and you are supported in this very challenging work, because you are unraveling literal thousands and thousands of years of human programming. And that is no easy task, especially for the masculines, which do tend to be even more 3D kind of programmed and oriented than the divine feminine. So the card Divine Mother Manifests came out from the Rumi Oracle, and I am going to close this first reading here on YouTube by sharing a little bit from the guidebook here. Oh, you living in the world of 6 directions, accept the gloom and accept the bliss, for those seeds buried in the ground will one day grow into fruitful orchards. Rumi. And the guidebook also says, this oracle comes with additional guidance for you. No matter whether or not things appear to be working out, they are. and you are held in the loving protection of the Divine Mother to keep you from straying from your highest path in divine destiny. There is work here for you to do upon this planet in your own unique way. It is the work of the Divine Mother, the work of love. So I hope this reading was helpful or beneficial to someone listening in some way. If you did resonate with the messages and you would like to explore our extended reading, which we are heading over to now, the link to that is in the pinned comments and description box under this video. Otherwise, please consider subscribing to this channel if you do connect with my energy and with this space here. When you do subscribe, this actually allows me to pick up more easily on your energy and the energy of relevant situations in your life, so I'm able to channel more specific messages for you in future videos. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day. I do hope to hear from you in the comments as well if any message here did connect with you, so feel free to write me a comment under the video. Otherwise, I will talk to you again in Wednesday's Twin Flame reading.